Bring me a Ouija board, and I'll write erotic stories with it. Let's see if that pisses off.
All right, turns out it'll be a sex ghost, because those are the only ghosts that haunt this place, let me tell you.
Ouija, can I get a job? Signs point to no. Today we celebrate St. Valentine's Day, and on Valentine's Day, Charles and I decided to play video games and talk about movies together.
And talk about demons.
Click subscribe. This is the shit when people tell me, ask me why I'm so anti-religion.
Right?
This is why.
Because of the demons?
This fucking lousy bitch is going around scamming naive people into thinking their autistic child has a demon in their head, and that she will exorcise the demon, and then your child won't be autistic or Down syndrome or any of a multitude of desperate, frightened people that bring their children to this fucking charlatan woman.
Well, because she goes on stage and does this in front of a whole audience. Yeah, I mean, I was just looking over here. She's setting these people free from the night terrors. I'm sure that's... What's happening behind him? What is that?
She's got a demon too.
Oh, okay. Her demon looks far more terrifying than his. She looks like a Muppet.
What I particularly find interesting about all this bullshit, and the excuses I get from religious people all the time, is that this demon possession, it's because their faith wasn't strong enough. And if your faith isn't strong, your faith is the armor that keeps the demons out of you. And if your faith wavers, it leaves little crinks in your armor and demons can sneak in through there. And it makes me wonder, how come atheists never get fucking possessed by demons? Shouldn't my faith be the weakest of all? And it never happens to someone that doesn't believe in this bullshit. Could it be that you're all fucking stupid?
Well, you know what it is? It's every time you go to the gym, you have a good day, and then you lift a little too heavy, you're like, ooh, that one tweaked my back. Oh, demon! That was a demon that just did that to you.
I'll exercise it with some icy hot and some Advil. And also lay off the deadlifts for about 3 weeks and you'll be back to normal.
And you'll be fine, yes.
Hallelujah! Sister, what are you doing?
1, 2, 3.
Cured. Look. Now she's going to be like, I'm fine now. I'm good.
Hey, I feel so much better!
I can see the wiping out from that face.
Definitely the power of
All right,
the Lord.
let's try a different demon. Let's try one. This demon had to leave because it tried real hard to fight it and lost.
This guy looks very credible.
Is his demons heroin and meth?
I thought you were making fun of his haircut.
Oh.
He's clearly on meth.
Oh, okay.
I don't know this for a fact, but if you took this guy and you put him in a room, and into the room walked 3 pissed off, angry-looking brothers.
Okay.
And they looked at him and said, white boy, if you don't drop this fucking demon act bullshit, we're going to beat the fuck out of you. I think he'd stop.
I think if you just walked up and whispered in his ear, she's not going to pay you. And he might just stop it right then and there. What do you mean she's not going to pay me?
I wish I knew.
Her check didn't clear. What?
Damn it, I wish I knew this. I want to say Matt Dillahunty. It's not Matt Dillahunty. It was some kid that came out of Pentecostals. Pentecostals they feel the spirit and they speak in tongues. None of them can understand what the other is saying because they're all speaking in different tongues.
Oh, for the time has come to Haseku and Hasebo and Amushikila Basitu and Alimureke.
Whatever denomination this is, this particular group of Pentecostals, they have to, at age 12 or 13, stand before the church and prove that they have accepted the Spirit by letting the Holy Spirit. They have to do it in front of the entire congregation. And he was, this guy, I'm 13 years old. I wasn't feeling it. And I went up and I looked up at the pastor. I'm like, sir, I'm not feeling it. I don't know what to do.
Oh, no.
And the pastor looked down at him and said, just fake it, kid. A lot of us do.
Just fake it?
And he was like, at that moment, his whole world just collapsed. He was like, oh my God, it's all bullshit.
Well, yeah.
He's like, from age 13, I realized it's all bullshit.
Wow.
Just fake it, kid. We all do.
I mean, when the pastor himself is just like, just fake it, kid. It's fine. It's fine. It's all for show. It just makes the old people feel better.
I understand that's anecdotal. That doesn't speak for everybody that goes ape shit and behaves stupidly. Some of them, I'm sure, are having some sincere emotional response.
I guess.
They're not all faking it. But a lot of times, just the urge to fit in with the crowd will make you do fucking stupid things.
So it's two things, right? It's that. And then the other is people like her. And I hate people like her because she literally preys on people who are at their lowest, people who are suffering or, have relatives that are suffering, and she just sees dollar signs. And it works. She's wealthy.
There's nothing new. There's nothing new about charlatan preachers.
No. I mean, I forget the one guy who's the most popular of them all. I mean, he had a TV show for a long time. I can't remember his name. He's the most ridiculous.
Billy
dude.
Graham, Joel Osteen.
Billy Graham was who I was
Billy
thinking
Swagger, all of them. They're all fuck the same shit. They all get busted blowing a guy in a truck stop.
Right.
Merle Haggard. Or not Merle Haggard. What the fuck was it? Merle something. I mean, there's so many. It's routine.
Right.
They're all full of shit.
They all do the same basic thing.
And they all prey upon the same desperate, scared, naive, uneducated people.
Now, some of you are probably fans of hers, and you're like, wait a minute. She's legit, though. She's the real deal. Well, we found some channels that would disagree with you. Let's pull this up,
This
shall
is my
we?
favorite one. I know this. I saw this one earlier because this is how she got really busted. Because the girl, the kind of hot girl in the white T-shirt there is an actress.
Okay, so there she is June 6th, and she's about to get a demon out of her.
Well, she tried to space him out.
And there she is again.
A couple days later. Will it work? Oh, it did work.
Oh,
no. There she
is. And then she's like, hey, thanks for hiring me. I had a really good time.
And here she is a couple days later.
Again. Well, that's just embarrassing now, isn't it? If she had a good director, he'd have told her, pull it back. Pull it back. It's a little too much.
If she had
that's believable.
If she had a good casting agent, her casting agent would have said, don't hire the same actress, like back to back to back, stupid. Spread it out, find some other people. Of course, then the danger is, like the magician that hires too many assistants.
Right.
Somebody's going to spill how your tricks are done. Too many actors, somebody's going to tell, this is all bullshit, she paid me $100 to do this.
Yeah, okay, so this one is the one that I'm familiar with. I'm gonna pull this
oh my
one.
god, okay, this is awful.
This is the kid that...
Autistic as hell.
Autistic and gets cured?
Well, go back to when he...
Oh, yeah, I gotta find... Let me...
It's not... Yeah, right here.
Okay.
So this boy is autistic. They're convinced there is a demon making the kid autistic, and she's gonna cure him. Now let's see him after he's been cured, when he's no longer autistic.
Right.
Really? Yeah, he's clearly better.
So that's the real cure to autism, is just stop it.
There's a demon.
Just knock it off. It's like the cure for depression is just
don't be sad.
Don't be sad.
Yeah.
You're fine. You don't want to have autism anymore? Well, just stop it. And then you're fine. You're right.
Let this play, because they follow this kid around
Yeah.
throughout the ceremony, where he like goes, hides under a tree, and just kind of goes like this for a little while.
Oh shit!
I am suffering from autism. When I met the Bible church, I changed to being bad to good, and after that, I stay good for my rest of my days.
Telling this autistic child that they're bad, for one, you fucking monster. This bitch making her claims and putting this family through it, you fucking piece of shit. This one is even more funny because the kid is not fake. He refuses to play along.
Oh, that's even better because this kind of shit just needs to be exposed.
Must go now in Jesus' name. Healing in his mind, sound mind.
Yeah.
Be healed completely now in Jesus' name. Praise God. Hallelujah.
Okay, get him the fuck out of here.
I love that. Get him. Just get it.
Go, take him away. He's cured. Yeah, he's cured.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. She's got to have like a hand signal so security will show up. Security, get him off the stage.
There's so much. Dude, you can just let it play. It's
okay.
You don't even need the sound because the kid just wanders around the stage now.
I really want to point out that none of this is free.
Well, no, of course not.
She charges for this.
Well,
it's a service. I mean,
it's a contribution to the church.
Yes, it's a contribution. You should absolutely contribute. If you want her personally to do these things, you really need to contribute. And there is a dollar limit, like a minimum.
You will see the same sweet boy chewing on a water bottle, holding his mom's hand, swimming, leaning on the stage, wandering around, staring blankly at
This is him after he's been cured of autism.
He looks very cured.
adopted by an usher and holding his head with both hands.
I declare every spirit.
I mean, what the crap?
All right, I don't think there's anybody with half a brain who would say, okay, she's clearly not a fraud. Is there anyone with half a brain who wouldn't admit she's a fucking fraud?
I don't know. Is there really anybody who's going to be like, she's totally legit? By all means, leave it in the comments. I mean, we're always saying if you can prove it, by all means, prove it. We're open-minded enough. But you're not going to prove this.
There's so much to
such
talk
a lying
about.
piece of crap. And
I used to say I have no problem with people believing what they want to believe. It's their favorite toy. As long as you're afraid of death, you're going to be susceptible to believing dumb bullshit like there's an invisible magic man in the sky looking after you. I get it, okay. And I used to be fine as long as you kept that private. Keep it to yourself. And that's changing. I'm getting more and more anti-theist. Not just an atheist. I'm becoming anti-theist. It is a bad thing for humanity to still believe in the supernatural.
well, certainly to this extent.
Besides that, it's holding us back. It's making sane, rational, good people believe preposterous, ridiculous bullshit that they know isn't fucking real.
Well, here's the bigger question, right? Is it her or is it them? I mean, obviously, she's profiting off of it. She's taking advantage of it. Yes.
Yeah.
But why do they make it so easy for her to do this? I mean, if somebody told you, hey, I want you to do something, and it is completely immoral, it goes against everything that you as a human being should ever believe in, and you're like, oh God, I don't think I could do that. It's $10 million.
Right.
All right, I guess we're doing this then.
I've always said, buddy, you put enough zeros on the check, I will felch a homeless bum live on television.
If that's what it took. So yeah, I don't know how to feel. I mean, obviously she's an absolute piece of shit and we hate her, but the people she's surrounded by who just go along with it, I don't.
Where do you draw the line at buyer beware, religious freedom, this is our cultural whatever? You're destroying families. I mean, wouldn't this kid be better served through an actual mental health expert?
Well, yeah,
someone who specializes
clearly.
in childhood autism, who understands cognitive behavior therapy?
Right.
An occupational therapist, speech therapist, some actual help?
Yes.
Instead of this bullshit?
I mean, that's obviously yes.
There's no problem in the world that science solved that religion could have solved.
I know what you mean.
What I'm trying to say, there are problems, and the solutions to those problems have always come from science. They've never come from religion.
No.
Science didn't cure polio. Or religion didn't cure polio.
Yes.
A scientist did. Salt, as it turns out. Through the work of Ed Jenner, who, by the way, did some unethical things to cure smallpox. But anyway, whatever. You named the problem, the real world problem. The real world solution was always a scientist coming up with something. It was never yabba yabba yama. No. That has never, ever solved a problem.
No.
And beyond that, I've always said I'm a soft atheist or an agnostic atheist, where I'll say, okay, I'm not going to make a positive statement that there is no God. Because you can't prove it. Mm-hmm. Prove that there's no God, I can't. It's not falsifiable. I can't prove it. So what I say is, I've never been presented with a God claim that stands up to scrutiny. But there are some gods that I can outright say, that God does not exist. Xenu, the Scientology God, I will tell you right now.
That one does not exist. That is not a real
The Mormons
thing.
and John Smith, I can tell you,
No.
with pretty good comment, that does not exist.
And whatever it is that this girl is doing,
This is fake.
This is fake.
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit.
And beyond that, the God that I was raised to believe in as a child, that a lot of you were raised to believe in, the all-knowing, all-powerful, all-good, all-loving, all-powerful. I will take a stand now and say that God does not exist.
No. Because if he did, he has a lot of apologizing to do.
10,000 children died last night from lack of access to clean drinking water. 10,000 the night before. Another 10,000 tonight. Either God doesn't give a shit, or he's fake. Which is it? And don't give me this works in mysterious ways bullshit. A baby falls off a building, doesn't get hurt. It's a miracle. 10,000 children died last night. Mysterious ways. No, buddy. If you're going to take credit for she got run over by a car and didn't get hurt, if you're going to call that a miracle, then you need to take responsibility for pediatric bone cancer as well, where a child lives for 6 months, screaming in agony that entire 6 months. Shut the fuck up. That pray to God and it'll be fit. You're fucking naive and stupid.
I have a similar but different approach or viewpoint, I guess. I don't believe in ghosts and in demons and supernatural and any of that. I just don't. I've never seen it. I don't believe it. It's ridiculous. But if you hand me a Ouija board, I'm probably not going to... Like, if you hand me a Ouija board and there's candles lit and you draw something goofy on the floor, I'm going to get nervous. I might not want to tempt fate.
Why?
Because I don't want to be proven wrong in that way.
Do you think it's going to be like Jumanji where you get sucked into the game board?
Yes!
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
Bring me a Ouija board and I'll write erotic stories with it. Let's see if that pisses off.
All right, turn this out. It'll be a sex ghost. Because those are the only ghosts that haunt this place, let me tell you.
Ouija, can I get a blowjob? Signs point to no. Fuck!
Again?
Piece of shit ghost. Fuck you. I hate this fucking bitch.
I do too.
I hate this bitch and I hate everybody like her.
Yep. And you gotta let us know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think any of this is true? I mean, obviously she's a flying piece of crap, but do you think there are others out there who actually have mysterious powers of healing? Is that a thing? You gotta let us know. I mean, you gotta let us know in the comments if this is something that you believe in. Whether it's her or somebody else, whatever it is, leave it in comments. I'd love to know.
Is it also the Pentecostals that do the drink the arsenic and they handle the poisonous snakes?
Oh, Jesus, I have no idea.
I think that's Pentecostals as well.
Wow.
And every year, 4 or 5 of them get bit by a snake and die. Great.
Who could have predicted that one?
Shit happens, man.
If I can find that clip of Ernest with the snakes, it's one of my favorite lines.
Yeah.
I'll put that in there because this my.
Yeah, it's hard to say that.
Careful, them snakes is poison. Do you want one for your boy? I gave one to my boy.
It's easy to say that. I mean, she's obviously a deplorable human being. Okay. The crowd, the people, it's tough to say that they're stupid, but they're certainly naive.
They're naive and they're desperate.
And they're scared. I don't want to say that they're a lot of them are stupid, just stupid. But
that's fair. But for the vast majority, if I'm going to say no, they're desperate. Something has happened to each one of these people. They all have a story of some kind. For a lot of them, it's probably tragic, and it brought them here. A desperation brought them here, and she takes advantage of it.
Or even just the regular run-of-the-mill Sunday crowd.
Or
maybe they were just indoctrinated in it, like I was. And luckily I
guess that's also possible.
I was able to find my way out and be like, oh my God, this is bullshit.
And there's 2 or 3 of them in there who, by the way, are probably us, who are just like, you've got to see this, man. You have got to see this. You are not going to believe it.
Should we find one and go?
Oh my God, yes.
Should we go to
Yes.
A laying of hands church?
I've got those glasses with the camera hidden in them.
Oh my God, Charles. Oh, they're going to chase us out of there as demons.
That'd be great. I mean, we've got to play along as best we can for as much as we can, but then, we're going to get kicked out.
Well, I was raised as a Buddhist because I'm Chinese, but now I feel like I'm hearing the voice of Jesus talking to me.
I'm going to get kicked out. You'll get chicken winged out. It'll be great.
Oh, I suppose the Dago is a Catholic? fuck out.
Oh my God, we're gonna find a way to do this. That's fantastic.
I agree.
All right, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in another video.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Later.